Aleem, I want to begin by going back to Saturday's game against Michigan State. You guys end up winning that by 1 point, a big upset win. I'm curious, when was the moment that it finally sank in that you guys had accomplished something so big like that?
I'd say pretty late in the game. Meach was getting fouled a lot and was able to get to the free throw line, and it started to settle in that we were able to pull off this upset. But we were able to come out hot and have a strong first half, and then late in the game was when I was able to realize and let that settle in a little bit.
Yeah, what was it like in the locker room after the game?
We were all excited, jumping around a little bit, and then let Coach Gard come in and give his little spiel afterwards. But he was proud of us. That's pretty much what his speech was, to be able to come in and take on a team like that and just be able to compete the whole 40 minutes of the game.
You know, I'd imagine one of the reasons why he was so proud of you guys is the fact that you guys did that without two key players. In a sense, of course, Brad Davison working through that suspension, that one-game suspension. Then, of course, last week also Kobe King announcing that he's going to transfer. When you had two situations like that, we had key players who are out. How were you guys still able to overcome all that and still perform the way that you did?
Just sticking together in the locker room. The season's long, and you face a lot of adversity throughout the season. So just coming together and just making sure we can control what we can't control. We can't really control what goes on the outside. So when we step on that floor to just compete, and Coach Gard did a good job going into this game preaching that just play for Wisconsin on the front and compete when you're out there on the floor, and the rest will take care of itself pretty much.
Now, you absolutely made the most of your own opportunity in that game Saturday. Matched a career-high 13 points. You were 5 of 6 from the field. When it comes to you in that game, how were you able to get in such a rhythm?
With Brad and Kobe being out, there would be a lot more opportunity. So just trying to be aggressive and make most of it. And I feel like as a team, we did a good job. Brevin did really well. He was knocking down some shots and taking open looks and good looks that he had. And Nate played how Nate always plays. He's played really well, and then Meach being aggressive. So we had a lot of guys that came in. Trevor Anderson coming in off the bench and giving us some great minutes. Tyler in his, second career start. So I feel like overall we just played really well together and just made most of what was in front of us.
Before the season, the coaches were really kind of impressing upon you the reasons why they want you to be a little bit more of a contributor this year. And I guess I'm just really curious, what were they saying to you at the time, and how do you feel like you followed through with what they were telling you then?
From the preseason and early on in the season until now, they had just always been preaching to be aggressive on both ends of the floor. So, I mean, like with everything going on now, they were just in my ear more often and saying this is a great opportunity for you to be more aggressive and look to attack the basket, take open shots. So I had a lot of confidence going into that game because the coaching staff was behind me 100%. So it felt really good to get out there and just be able to make some plays and be able to pull off a big win.
This is the first of 2 meetings that you guys will have with the Gophers this season. What is the tangible characteristic about the Gophers that really makes this a unique matchup for you all?
Any team at home is a threat, so just coming in and trying to just be aggressive, and it's going to be a dogfight for the 40 minutes. So they'll throw punches and we'll try to punch back, but they have great players. They have a lot of playmakers, a presence inside with Aturu. So just trying to limit them where we can and try to limit their runs and just fight back the whole 40 minutes.
Aleem, thank you so much for your time today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.